3rd and goal. Here's Love. Taps it a couple times, going end zone. Caught! Dobbs! Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, KB, we mentioned Christian Watson. He's out injured, their second-year wide receiver. Well, their other second-year receiver, Romeo. Aaron Jones now back in at running back.
Love to Aaron Jones. He walks in for the touchdown. Fourth and 3. Four-man rush. Love has Jones in stride. Aaron Jones racing to the end zone, and he's in! Touchdown, Green Bay!
Well, you heard Aaron Andrews call it coming out of the break. This was going to be the Aaron Jones show, and this is
giving him a little life here this last minute and a half of the 3rd quarter.
At some point, they got to get Cole Kmet, the tight end here. At some point, he's got to make his presence felt down here in the red zone.
Blitz coming from Green Bay. Fields loads up to an end zone. That's Mooney. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, Chicago badly needed an answer. They needed to make this thing a game here towards the end of the 3rd quarter, and that was wow, they made that play an adventure.
What a fortunate bounce. 37 yards to Musgrave, set up 1st and goal. Love looking to throw a fade far side. It is caught for the touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, number 2. And Mama Love loves it. Think about that 3rd down.
And speculation, and I think there's a lot of games that haven't gone maybe according to how everyone predicted.
3rd and long, 4-man rush. Fields stands in, delivers, intercepted. Quay Walker's got it. Looking for blocks. Walker still on his feet. Walker's still going, looking for the end zone. Quay Walker is in. Touchdown.
Yeah, and this is just one of those plays on 3rd down. Justin Fields knows how important this conversion is, and he's just staring down his target in the middle of the field, and Quay Walker just reads his eyes in zone coverage and picks it off.
Johnson, head down, in for the touchdown. So the rookie gets his first score.
Well, we've said his name a bunch, and what's kind of gotten away from him of a game here, I think if there's one positive
Aleem McNeil also out of the game, so Detroit a little banged up on this opening drive. 2nd and goal here. Walker walks in for the touchdown. What a drive for Seattle, right down the field, and an opening statement here in Detroit.
Well, you talk about quieting a court. That's being on the same page with your quarterback, knowing you have a free play.
First down, Goff protected, going end zone. Reynolds hangs on, touchdown. Gibbs, oh, flea flicker. He's got a man. Goff loading up. Khalif Raymond. He's got it. Detroit.
Tight end and a little bit of a high-low. Really nice play design. Now, can they finish this drive in the red zone with 6?
Try to do it with the run game with Walker. Dancing outside, and he's in for the touchdown. Second of the day for Kenneth Walker, and an extra point away from tying this game up.
See Dan Campbell's frustration right there. I mean, that is everything well in advance of the play call today.
Montgomery again. Montgomery right up and in. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, KB, on that man's land here on the 3-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up for this situation.
On the fake, Smith has time. Lofting end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Tyler Lockett, and Seattle's in front.
Well, it helps when you have Tyler Lockett. I mean, it just seems he makes clutch grab after clutch grab. You know, you got to imagine that was a play they had designed to use Gibbs out of the backfield and Montgomery to be the protecting back. But, of course, we know he got carted off, and it just next man up.
Pressure coming in again. Goff hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. There's Trey Brown. Open to the end zone, and he's going to score.
Well, we've talked about it all day. The Lions' ability to not turn the ball over has been a big part of their success, and the interception streak comes to an end. Great play there.
Yeah, they do have 3 timeouts left, but obviously time a factor. Here they go quick. Goff, first read, not there. Second read is there. Touchdown, Reynolds.
You want to play quarterback in the NFL, you better have thick skin. You throw a pick 6 to put your team behind 10. You're missing 2 of your best players in Montgomery, and I think if I'm him, I'm at least considering this 3rd down call that I still got another play in my back pocket.
Aiden Hutchinson back in for the Lions on defense. 3rd and 2. Smith to throw. Pressure from Hutchinson. Runs away. Great throw. Lockett down in for the end zone. It's over. The Seahawks win it. Tyler Lockett with the walk-off.
Wow. Great job by Tyler Lockett. Getting the ball extended. You see Detroit, they're hoping for
Stevenson's back in a corner for the Bears. That's good news. Mahomes on the fake. Little flip. McKinnon gonna walk in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Daquan Brisker back in the game. It's good news for the Bears, number 9. He's gonna run it. Edwards-Helaire. Close. No signal yet. He's in. Touchdown.
At some point, they might have to dial up some second-level pressure to try to get to him.
Mahomes, wide open McKinnon. He's in again. Touchdown, Chiefs. Draw, Pacheco walks in, touchdown. Eleventh play of the drive. Mahomes Lofting end zone, there it is, a touchdown to Kelsey.
Different first 3 weeks. One team starting hot and then kind of having a letdown. We'll see how the game plays out, like you said.
Fields on a slant. Moore's got it for the touchdown. And DJ Moore got a clip there on that catch. But finally, something positive for Chicago. Mapu has been playing a lot so far early, and it looks like they have him in kind of a hybrid role for Gonzalez. Here's Prescott looking to throw a fade for CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, KB, honest, we heard a lot of the players this week talking to the media saying, we put on the film, we didn't recognize ourselves against Arizona. They're looking to put a lot better product on the field here today at home.
Jones, pressure coming. He's in trouble. Fowler coming. Ball is loose. Van Der Esch picks it up. Touchdown, Dallas.
It all ties together, KB. The great punt, the great effort by Tolbert to pin him on inside the 10, and then just a great effort there by Dante Fowler. That's kind of a Bill Belichick staple in these middle 4 minutes around halftime.
Second down, a lot of time. Jones just can't find it. Comes back across the field. This time he pays the price. Deron Bland, pick 6.
KB, think back to a few plays ago. It worked out. We said you don't typically teach quarterbacks to throw the ball back across the field. You know why? Because of that. That's usually what happens. He got away with it a few plays ago. He went back to that well, and
here we go indeed. Lipke, the fullback, is in for the touchdown, his first in the NFL.
Yeah, don't think these fans didn't realize the narrative around the red zone offense. They cheered like that was the game-winning touchdown. I think they're happy they kind of check out and give themselves a chance. These third downs in the red zone is a critical down in today's game.
Third and goal. Hurts firing end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Dallas Goedert.
Well, we see a little canoe there by
Stafford. End zone. Caught for the touchdown. 2-2 Atwell.
Well, we got ourselves an early
warm-ups. Took a low blow. I'm glad he's okay. All right, 3rd and 10. 38 seconds to go in the half for the Rams. Stafford. Lofting, end zone, Nakua, he's got it! Touchdown, Rams!
Well, you have to imagine at some point they got a trick off of it, a pop pass, bury everybody in there.
Hurts straight ahead, surging forward. No signal yet. Touchdown. It worked again. What a drive.
You can put 15 guys on defense. It doesn't matter. You just can't stop.
fake. A little shovel. McCaffrey has room. Center step, breaks the tackle. McCaffrey in for the touchdown.
Well, we mentioned Myles Garrett. He's one of the best pass rushers. And then got a little quarterback sneak here by Bryant.
Yeah, they put him in a tight end. They're going to flip it to Hunt. He's got blocks. Kareem Hunt all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Now, there's so much going around in the league about quarterback sneak, and Philly has kind of made it in vogue. Everyone's wondering, what is the wrinkle? Well, in this case, Harrison Bryant, he's a tight end. He lined up under center. Everyone's thinking quarterback sneak. You don't want to play possession for possession with the 49ers.
Now a first and goal for the interception. Flip to Mason. Good blocking. Left side. Cuts up the field. Flying towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, we saw them incapable of capitalizing on the first half interception. Their first shot. They're at least going to line up for this.
Fourth and one. A fake. Jackson. Room. First down. Touchdown.
Nearest defender, I think they got to get up and challenge these Baltimore pass catchers and take some of the space out of the defense.
11th play of this drive, 3rd and 3.
Right here, see how tight they are now?
Jackson can't find anyone. Looking to take off and run, bounces away, still surveying, still alive, throwing end zone, caught for the touchdown, Nelson Aguilar. First and 10. On the fake, looking for Andrews, has him. Mark Andrews turns upfield, looking for the end zone, diving for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
This is a clinic of how they're going unbalanced here. They've brought Stanley, the left tackle. He's at right tight end.
Flip it to Edwards, in for the touchdown.
Well, everything's just coming up Ravens right now, and that was pretty impressive. You got a free hitter off the side the quarterback's supposed to roll to, and you give up a huge play.
So here's Jackson. Pressure coming, going end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Another for Mark Andrews.
KB, what day is it?
You know what day it is.
Yeah, we don't have to say it anymore. I don't know what's more left to be said.
2nd and 1. Gibbs on the pitch, has some room. Jahmyr Gibbs, no one touches him. He's in for 6. And the first touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs in his NFL career.
A couple weeks ago, and his speed is such a threat that comeback route is wide open.
10th play of the drive coming up. Prescott going end zone, caught for the touchdown, Ferguson. Cowboys bring pressure. Stafford sees it, fires one, intercepted. It's another pick six. Deron Bland has his third of the year.
When Trayvon Diggs went down in practice a few weeks ago, there was a lot of concern. Who is going to be the ball hawk? Who is going to be the guy to replace that production? Deron
getting checked out after that last hit, so goes from bad to worse for the Rams right now. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, fires, caught, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown, Dallas.
You got to be happy with this first half, especially the plays by CeeDee Lamb.
Here we go. Wait, hey, you got Lou 53 over there. Hey, what? Monday, we're good. Lou. Ready, take.
3rd and 8, 4-man rush. Prescott escapes. Rolling, looking, throwing, caught for the touchdown. Guess who?
This is what we've been saying all
for Dallas, but now the Rams looking for something.
And the key is, if you're going to run the ball, obviously it needs to come before you're forced to take that last timeout, because that obviously makes you one-dimensional. So with one timeout, they can run the ball.
And they will. Freeman surging forward, and he is in. Touchdown, Rams. And they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, it's a great drive. I mean, listen, it's been a tough sled. We got 4 receivers here eligible on the right side.
Stafford has time, guns it over the middle. It is caught. Skoranek in for the touchdown. Ben Skoranek, who just came in when Nakua went out for a breather, he scores. And the Rams try to get back in this game.
Yeah, and they're going to stay on the field and go for 2 again, but they went quad, so 4 tackle.
Prescott launching, end zone, has a man, caught, touchdown, Brandon Cooks. A 4-touchdown day for Dak Prescott.
Well, I think this is going to quiet Dallas Goedert. These last couple weeks, they're starting to find more and more opportunities that don't go A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. He's an ultimate weapon at that tight end position.
Give it to Gainwell, right side, who gets through. Gainwell to the end zone, leaping in the air, and he's in for the touchdown.
Well, it's a dream scenario if you're the Philadelphia. Air on it. He said, I'm not overthrowing an open receiver. Sets up 1st and goal inside the 5.
Quick throw. Ferguson is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
All year, and they're trying to exercise some demons here and get back on track for what's always been a good red zone offense.
And Turpin back in the game in the slot. He was in the 10-7 minutes, according to Tom. 3rd and goal. Prescott looks, pumps, throws. It is caught for the touchdown by Turpin. He comes back in and he scores, and the Cowboys grab the lead.
Dallas is trying to sub, and not sure if they got the right people out there.
Brotherly shove time. They shoves him in by 2 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yeah, advantage Philadelphia there on that 3rd and short. Dallas was trying to get a...
To throw it again. 4-man pressure. Hurts going deep for the end zone. Devontae Smith. He's got it! Touchdown, Philadelphia!
And Brian Johnson are talking, inside the 5 here on 2nd down. In his mind, barring a sack, barring some sort of penalty or lost yardage, he's thinking we got 3 downs here to get 4 yards. See A.J. Brown, he's kind of tucked in behind the right side of the offensive line.
Hurts keeps it. A.J. Brown makes a move and he's in for the touchdown. And the alley-oop.
It's up end man on the line. That's an illegal formation.
So the Cowboys had a touchdown that just missed by a ½ inch. And then that would have been a touchdown, but it's called back. But it is still 1st and goal. Prescott looking, throwing, end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. It's Jalen Tolbert.
KB, what did we say the last time we were down here? What's the hardest thing to defend in the red zone?
Scramble.
Scramble drill. That is the hardest thing to defend 2 times in a row now. Jalen Tolbert, great job being in fakes. Starting as a runner, taking a shot downfield.
And the extra 5 yards was a penalty on Banks, who was on Lamb again. Here's a fake, now it's Lamb on the reverse. Has a seam, CeeDee Lamb scores, touchdown Dallas. I thought he told us he wasn't going to run the ball. What happened to that?
Yeah, we asked him that exact same question. They want to get the ball and hit.
Yeah, and he hasn't scored since week 1 against the Giants. It's been a while. Bringing the fullback, fake to Pollard here, floating it out for Ferguson, touchdown Dallas.
Well, apparently the Giants were thinking the exact same thing. Last couple plays were successful runs, and man, that's a tight end's dream. You get down there inside the 1, you're just...
Second and goal. Prescott going for Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Pre-snap, Dak knows. Pick that off the dirt. You just can't say enough about the player CD continues to develop into.
Yeah, here we go.
Final seconds of the half, 3rd and 9. Prescott flushed out of the pocket, looking to run. Dak Prescott is in, touchdown. And actually, there is a flag, Greg, in the end zone far side. I did not see that.
There's no foul on the play for illegal contact. Result of the play is a touchdown.
There you go. Didn't see that one getting dropped. Doesn't matter anyway. It's a touchdown.
Well, and it's nice to see him bring a little life here to this possession. Just get something going for this Giants offense that hasn't really been able to click at all.
Well, I'm standing next to the former Gatorade Player of the Year, Wayne Hills.
I was waiting for you to throw that out there. I mean, geez, it took you long enough.
Well, you got to give me a chance. Throw it outside to Cager, who is going to be in for the score. Lawrence Cager has the touchdown. The Giants put together a drive, and they're on the board.
And when you talk about evaluating young players, this is exactly what you're talking about. They had them in the 3rd down they wanted, and Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb just continue to have an answer for whatever the Giants present.
Play clock winding down. They get the playoff. Protected. Going deep. Michael Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, you just got done talking, KB. Deontay Banks, the rookie corner, out for injuries.
20! Blue 41, blue 41. Yeah, here we go. That's it.
Looking, throwing end zone. Another one for CeeDee Lamb and a touchdown, Dallas. Penalty in the middle of the field. Hang on.
illegal contact. Defense, number 58. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
Be both.
I mean, probably both. Well, obviously both. We'll make sure we check Twitter at the end of the game. We'll confirm that feeling.
Definitely won't do that. First and goal. Here's Downell. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. Ten seconds left. First and goal. From the 2, DeVito throwing a fade. Sterling Shepard has got it for the score.
Listen, I know the game's out of reach. I'm not trying to sit here and make this more than it is, but
it's been coming around. Opportunity right here on a 2nd and 9. Prescott over the middle, caught for the touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker hauls it in. The rookie has his 2nd of the year.
You possess the ball. They've pretty much done that, and as you said, it's been extending the Dallas possessions with personal fouls. Other than that, they've been really good.
But Prescott looking to make them pay. 3rd and goal. Panthers show blitz. They come with it. Prescott floating one for the corner. Caught! CeeDee Lamb! Touchdown, Dallas.
When you give an offense of this caliber this many opportunities.
3rd and less than a yard here. Yeah, Sanders having a really good game. 11 carries, 50 yards for him. Stays in on 3rd and 1. Fake here, gonna throw it, Tremble's got it, and he's in! Touchdown, Carolina!
Well, we talked about this Carolina offense seeking an identity.
Coming into today, so David Long, the ex-Ram, who made his Carolina debut against the Bears last week, checks in at corner. Here the Cowboys run, big hole, Pollard right up the middle, penalty flag, near the goal line, is he in? He is, but let's see what the penalty is first. Hang on. Carolina's pointing like it's coming back.
Well, as they sort this out, this run, holding on Carolina, so this is going to stand. But that run by Tony Pollard, those are there against Denver in the Super Bowl. But a lot of good memories, a lot of good people here in Charlotte.
Here's Bryce Young. He's got time here, and he throws, and it's intercepted. It's Deron Bland again. Bland looking for another pick 6, and he's got it. It's his 4th of the year.
I mean, we've seen all these pick 6s all year, and you just...
Second and goal. 4-man rush, quick over the middle. Caught. Reed is in for the touchdown. What a start for the Packers. A 10-yard score to Jaden Reed.
Well, we see Jaden Reed's role in this team. He's not there to make lead block.
Nothing, and a 2nd and goal. Goff over the middle, fires, is caught for the touchdown. It's Sam Laporta. Yeah, Matt LaFleur went over angry about the spot, but does not throw the challenge flag there. And the fake, Love got a man wide open. It's Kraft who's going to walk in for the touchdown.
It's just a great play design. You know you're going for it on 4th down, so you almost treat 3rd and short like 2nd and short. That's the opportunity to do the... hiring cycle, you have to imagine for a lot of teams across the league, he's at or near the top of their list.
Blitz coming. Goff can't find anyone. Steps away. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Packers brought the heat that time, and maybe not. Ball's going to be returned just in case by Jonathan Owens. Ruling on the field, it's a fumble, and it's a touchdown.
Recovered by the defense. For a touchdown.
KB, I think this is going to stand. Great job here by the officials. That Rodriguez, the linebacker, KB, back at fullback.
Montgomery dancing, working his way near the end zone. Is he in? He is! Touchdown, Detroit! To be a 3rd down and 3. Going for the end zone for Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And they drafted Christian Watson.
Rashawn Gary has 3 sacks. That's a career high for him. That's a story. 46 ticks left. Goff. Over the middle, it is caught for the touchdown. Josh Reynolds, there's a penalty flag. So wait a second. And it looks like it was offside. This is going to count. The Lions aren't done just
Offside,
yet.
number 97, defense. Penalties declined, results of the play. Touchdown.
Down territory. 2 more snaps.
Fake to Samuel. Purdy rolling, throwing. Ayuk holds on, and he's got it for the touchdown.
Well, he didn't.
McCaffrey, left side, walks in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence that when this San Francisco run game has its most success, they're
3rd quarter with a big drive for San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell in the game for the first time in the backfield today. Fake it to him. It's Samuel on the end around. Has a block. Samuel sprinting towards the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
so often after a big, deep, explosive shot in the red zone. That's where the trick plays come, the reverse.
And a 2nd and goal. Brotherly shove again. Hurts is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, on 1st down, they needed 2 yards. Oh, we got some more action here. I got a feeling we're going to see this the rest of the game. A.J. Brown's fired up. This is great. I'll tell you.
Purdy pressure, throws over the middle, caught by Samuel, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and speed now. Samuel racing to the end zone, and he dives, and he's in.
But how fast things can change. You got a 3rd and pass. You're thinking you're going to get a stop. The crowd's on their feet. They get the conversion to Ayuk.
By 2 possessions, looking to add to that. 3rd and 5. Finish that in a moment. First, this. Purdy back, delivers. Caught again. It's a 1st down. Jennings with a great move, and he's going to score. Juwan Jennings shoved Eli Ricks out of the way, and it's a touchdown.
Well, the reason they were able to get this ball out, this is just...
2nd and goal. Now comes pressure. Hurts floating in corner of the end zone, and it's called for the touchdown. Devontae Smith. And they're going to go for 2. Miami, Detroit. So next week will be monstrous. As Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown 49ers. And he waves goodbye to the fans in Philly.
I'm not sure if San Francisco, if they can bottle this, and these last couple weeks, and especially here today against arguably the best team in the league, if they can keep this thing going, you leave a small crease, McCaffrey's going to find it. You leave a hole that big, he's going to make you pay.
72 yards on the run, and now first and goal. Jordan Mason gets the ball, and he walks in for the touchdown, 49ers.
Well, any concern Kyle Shanahan had, you heard Aaron on our open talk about how he addressed, he knew Seattle was coming out, what everything they had to play with for, and tell you what, there's no letdown out of this group. Diamador Lenore then becomes their nickel. He has to now go back outside for Oliver to replace Lenore inside.
Lock, couple fakes, steps away from pressure, going deep down the field for Metcalf. He caught it, is he in? He is! Touchdown, Seattle! Wow!
There you go, 1st and 10, take a shot. Want to declare the offensive set and make their checks.
Blitz coming, picked up, Purdy, sets, launch, has Samuel wide open, he's got it, touchdown! They're back in rhythm.
I told you, it seems like you got him, and then
you think run to the left?
I think it's probably where I'd start.
They're going to run to the left with Samuel. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You know how he said Kyle Shanahan told us that he doesn't necessarily design who gets the ball? Well, I think he went down his list and he said, all right, Deebo made a great play, got down to the 1.5 yard line. What play on my list can I drives? They want to keep this thing close.
Yeah, Metcalf has been quiet since his touchdown in the first quarter. He's top of your screen on a 1st and 10. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Lock fakes left, nothing right. Oh, he's got wide open over the middle. It's Parkinson racing to the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Seattle. What a play.
This is an unbelievable. We got ourselves a tight one here in the fourth quarter.
Purdy, fake, has a man wide open, it's caught. Kittle, penalty flag. Kittle on the way to the end zone. It's a touchdown, but let's see what the penalty is.
Yeah, I don't think the penalty's going to matter. I think Julian Love, the safety, came up and knew he was beat. Kittle ran through the hold. I think this is going to stand. Since grabbed that right knee, but he is back in the game. See him here on the left side of the defensive line.
2nd and goal. It's Murray, and he is stuffed. I think, maybe not, still going, no signal. Touchdown!
Something Buffalo talked about all week was the importance of trying to play with the lead. They know and take it to the backside.
11th play of this drive. Allen, here comes Parsons, runs away, throws on the run, has a man, caught, touchdown, it's Cook. Quarterback shove play, and that works. Forget it. Not even close. Josh Allen is in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 11th of the year.
Diggs wearing traditional gloves. Everybody has their their preference, and obviously whatever Diggs did there worked.
Cook again, why not? James Cook through everyone, and he scores again!
Well, you said it, buddy. I don't know if they're going to be able to sneak in. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch the Dolphins or whether it's a wild card. But in the event, this trying to find some a positive drive for their sake, hopefully end with a touchdown.
Yeah, get it to Lamb on the run, diving, and he's in for the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb gets the rushing touchdown.
Gel coverages, a lot of deep safeties. You see him here? He plays with some of the lightest boxes in the league. So how much does Mike McCarthy want to rely on that in these early downs?
Second down, Burkhardt put through again. Lamb in stride, room to run. He's down inside the 20. Makes a move. CeeDee Lamb is going to score.
Well,
have been called. Raheem Mostert back in the game for the Dolphins. 21 seconds left in the half on a 1st and goal. Tunga Vailoa gonna swing it out. Mostert wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, we just said, Tom told us Raheem Mostert was cleared to play.
After 3:33 to go. 17th play of this drive. It's Prescott. Pressure in his face again. Throwing for the corner. Cooks. Does he have it? Touchdown, Dallas. Oh, we're tied.
A little bit closer. I think you keep the offense out there on 4th down and finish this opening drive, if you can, with 6. You see, here's the elaborate pressure. You don't know who's going to bail. You don't know who's going to rush.
Carr throwing end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Juwan Johnson scores.
Juwan Johnson, this was a guy early in the season. They really expected big.
They're playing well defensively, and now on the move again. They scored on their opening drive, which was a beauty. 14 plays. 1st and 10 here.
Lisa, he's taking the protection. He sees the pressure coming from the left side. He's redirecting his offensive line to pick it up.
Carr floats. We're looking for Taysom Hill, and he comes back and gets it. He's got it. Hill, touchdown, Saints.
They have to stay in this tempo. They've got to save every minute they can and maximize possessions.
Mayfield taking a shot, middle of the field. It's caught for the touchdown. Trey Palmer.
All right, well, Tampa's got some life now, and that's the best drive Tampa's had, obviously, all day. Baker Mayfield.
Exactly. 2nd and 3. Mayfield just loading up, has Godwin wide open. He's got the catch, and Godwin's going to score. Not done yet.
Wow. And
on the fake, pressure on Prescott. Throws it to the corner. It's caught. Touchdown, Dallas. Jalen Tolbert. Howard running, throwing, caught, touchdown. It was bobbled at first, but Robinson held on, and Washington on the board.
This has been something Dallas has been trying to find. Short yardage, goal line, finish these drives off with 6.
Here we go.
Pollard up the middle and in. Touchdown, Dallas.
It's a great drive by Dallas. Started out with being really aggressive in the pass.
So we'll have those for you, and a lot of games of meaning going on right now. We'll get you updated on all that, including ours here today. Cowboys win, they get the 2 seed, 1st and goal. Prescott over the middle, it's caught, Lamb is in, touchdown.
He admitted to us, took him a little bit finding his rhythm as a play caller, but man, post-bye week, they've been amongst the best offenses in the league.
Prescott can't find anyone. Retreats, point says go right there. Caught, Lamb again.
Something Dak Prescott does at such a high level this entire season is his ability to extend play. Reports are accurate, and they decide to move on. I know every player that ever played with Ron Rivera has nothing but amazing things to say about him, but you got to win games in this league, and he'd be the first one to tell you that.
3rd down, Prescott stands in, going for the corner for Cook. He's got it. It's another touchdown, Cowboys.
And this Cowboys offense,
for sure. 3rd and 2 now. Love, Jones getting near the goal line. Is he in? He is! Touchdown, Green Bay on the opening drive.
So what do you do when you're coming on the road as the underdog against the #1 offense in the league, a team that is in goal-to-go situations? It's the best since '91, and they got a shot here on 2nd and goal to keep that streak alive.
Aaron Jones up the gut, surging forward. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 8th touchdown in 4 games against the Cowboys. Here's Love. Pressure. Back foot throw. End zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Dontavian Wicks. Oh my goodness.
Well, Jerry Jones is looking around that suite for some answers, and
A continuing conversation. CeeDee Lamb only has 1 catch on 4 targets. 2nd and 2 here, though. Here's Prescott over the middle. It's going to be picked off, and no one in front of him. Darnell Savage. Touchdown.
And Mike McCarthy took over play calling duty after last year. Dak Prescott led the league in interceptions. One big reason they let Kellen Moore go was to clean up the turnovers. Good, it might be a little bit of morale booster, but they need a touchdown on this drive, no doubt. Only 4 down linemen. It's kind of a light box in here. You got to wonder if Dak checks into a run.
Prescott gonna keep. Toss to Ferguson, and he's in for the touchdown. Using every last second of the half, but that was big.
Yeah, it's a little version of the triple option. He can either give Dobbs a chance and hang in there and take that big hit.
Jones again, running left, running up the middle, and running in for a touchdown. The 3rd today for Aaron Jones.
Yeah, just watch the second level defenders, KB, just overcommit to the initial path, and then it just allows Aaron Jones.
Game again. It's been a long drive. See if they get in. 11th play of it coming up. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Feels like this Dallas offense now, obviously they're going to go for 2. They're going to have to get 3 scores, try to go throw it. We're going to rely on our corners and our secondary who've come through time and time again, but they can't keep letting Aaron Jones run this down their face.
Fake it to him here. Love, back foot, has a man wide open, and it's going to be caught by Musgrave, racing towards the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matt LaFleur is putting together a master.
They can actually get a first down inside the 1. It's 4th and 2. Aaron Jones back in the game. On the fake. Love zips it in there, and it's caught for the touchdown, Romeo Doubs. And the route is on in Dallas. Wow.
All right, so go back to the pass interference on the 2-point try. We showed Tolbert.
So it's 3rd and goal. Prescott rifles over the middle, and he's got a touchdown to Ferguson. And they'll obviously go for 2 here. So Ferguson's got a onside kick, right?
Absolutely. So Green Bay's got to be careful they don't get too conservative here.
Here's Prescott. Going end zone, Ferguson, and he makes the catch, and he's got another. What were you saying?
No, I mean, listen, a lot's got to happen. I mean, those heavy boxes, because come playoff time, I'm not letting defenses dictate my play call from their coverage look.
3rd down, blitz is coming. Purdy has it blocked. Floating one downfield for Kittle. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy's ability to just extend that play.
1 yards on the penalty, but here is where the 49ers defense has been great. They've held Green Bay 0 for 3 in the red zone. It's Love. Couple fakes going wide open in the end zone. It is melted as he gets the feet down. He is. Touchdown.
Both teams want to be physical.
Yeah, going at it with Carrington Valentine.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Play clock's winding down. They get it off. McCaffrey, right side, big seam, cut, 30. McCaffrey! Touchdown, San Francisco!
Well, we started off the broadcast saying, what is unique about this San Francisco offense? Yes, they are good at running the ball.
It's Love. Far side, throws complete, caught for the touchdown! Tucker, Kraft, and the pack back in front.
Well, first of all, he threw this ball from the left hash all the way across the field. Of them converting is probably high, and now they can still stop it 3 times if they get a fresh set of downs.
McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front!
Well, now you got to really question not using a timeout, right? The concept is, all right, even if we tackle him and he gets a first down, We force a 1st and goal. We can now stop it after 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. Now,
First down, another fake. Coming Jamison Williams, the speedster, has a block. Williams cuts up, 25, 20, still on his feet. Jamison Williams scores! Yards and a quick lead for the Lions.
well, we talked toe-to-toe with one of the best offenses in the league, and every possession that ends with a kick, either a field goal or a punt, that's a loss if you're Detroit.
Montgomery on 2nd and goal, surging his way forward. He's in! Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, we talked here with McCaffrey punching it in to what was the eventual winning touchdown. So they got to get more red zone trips because they're excellent when they get there.
McCaffrey, 2nd and goal. Up and in! Touchdown, San Francisco.
The key to goal line running is one offensive lineman has to now trying to give up the big play, and that hesitation is all Goff needed to squeeze it in.
Now it's Gibbs trying to get to the edge, gets a block from the corner, makes a man miss. Gibbs inside the 5, touchdown Detroit.
A lot more comfortable inside the 5.
Here's Purdy, looking, firing end zone, caught! Ayuk, touchdown!
Now, this is just a big-time route by the guy who...
49ers go 3 tight ends here. 2nd and goal. McCaffrey's going to get it, and he walks in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, you want to see a clinic of how to run power gap scheme? Colin McKivitz also landed on his head. That's probably why he needed a quick blow.
Elijah Mitchell in for the first time tonight. Guess what? He's going to get it. Mitchell surging forward. Touchdown!
It's the exact same play. They scored on the touchdown, and you get stopped. You take the 3 and still stop the clock.
This is the game. Goff pumps, fires end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. What a grab by Williams to keep this game alive.
For the Detroit touchdown.